Signal certainly has more protections than the average chat app that you might use to coordinate your weekend plans with friends or for the family group text. And it was utilized by the Biden administration to coordinate things like logistics. But multiple current and former U.S. officials say using it to chat about military operations seems unprecedented.
Sharp questions from Senate Intelligence Committee Democrats Tuesday for members of the Trump administration intelligence team.
Director Radcliffe, this was a huge mistake, correct?
No.
The hearing the day after The Atlantic reported that National Security Advisor Mike Waltz convened a text conversation with top U.S. officials earlier this month to discuss strikes on Houthi militants in Yemen. Atlantic editor-in-chief Jeffrey Goldberg was accidentally added to the chain, which used the app Signal.
People who care about security, they use Signal. What it does is it encodes the message that you're sending in transit. So if it happened to be intercepted by someone who shouldn't have it, it would be scrambled and useless to them.
Signal is an encrypted messaging app used by journalists and government officials around the world because of its added security, and its code open for independent experts to scrutinize for vulnerabilities. Use of Signal is not unique to the Trump White House. The Biden administration routinely used it to discuss logistics planning, for example. Career national security officials note having sensitive conversations on an unclassified platform risks exposing the information to foreign hackers. Bree Fowler, who covers cybersecurity for CNET, says despite the app's high security standards, the government should look at whether the threshold is high enough for national security conversations.
Using something that is more for consumers and industry may not be what they should be doing. You would think the government would have some kind of proprietary app that they would use instead.
And White House officials behind the scenes reviewing the use of Signal and whether officials are relying on it a little bit too much to conduct the most sensitive work. Trump administration officials testified before the U.S. Senate on Tuesday that the chat in question did not include classified information. For City News, I'm Karin Caifa in Washington.